Hello, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. We're in the middle of the Christmas season, and with that, a gift to myself is my special guest, Porter.
Hello!
As you can see, we are fancying it up. DCFC, City Till I Die. Google it. But today we are trying what y'all have been asking for, the Mountain Dew FruitQuake. This is very brief history. This is the fourth in a series of Christmas sodas that Mountain Dew has put out. The first one was Holiday Brew, which is a really lazy attempt to make things sound festive. So it was Code Red and Mountain Dew mixed together. Secondly was Merry Mashup, and that was cranberry and pomegranate. That was actually pretty good. Last year, we had the Ginger Snap'd, which tasted like the equivalent of you licking a gingerbread man, which is, if that's your kink, I'm not here. On his butt cheek. Yeah, I'm not here to yuck you up, but it was not for me. And so now we're doing FruitQuake. Porter, you found this.
I found this at one of our local Midwestern retail chains. Saw it at a house party a few weeks ago, and as Chrissy's number one Weird Soda for Life procurement officer, decided that this needed to be on the try list.
Is there anything else I can...
Guess what? We do things live here, and so, well, sort of, relatively speaking. So we are at a restaurant because if we're going to meet to have an exchange, I want to eat. So there you go. With that, without further ado, we're going to try it. It's first things first. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of matches our jackets. It's a deep sort of red.
Ooh, and our glasses are Pepsi.
Yep, perfect. We are branded, but we didn't intend that. TM, we're not branded by Pepsi. And I'm keeping an eye because I might have to pause this again in case our waitress comes back. So, all right. Thank you. And so I'm going to try to do this. So as you can see here, it looked a little browner, more brown in the bottle, but it's very red here. So,
all right, you got your lid.
Yep.
I just have this fear of it spilling all over the table and having a red Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yep. And I can see our waitress coming, so I might have to pause before we try it, but we're limiting on borrowed time. It smells kind of like a spicy cherry, like you're all spice and cherry to me.
It's like someone carbonated maraschino cherry juice.
And that's very weird. I mean, I'm into it if it tastes like that, but
I am getting like the cinnamony, like gingery afterwards, but my immediate taste is like Nana gave me the jar of maraschino cherries to eat as a child, and I decided to drink the juice, but it's fizzy.
All right, and with that, we're going to pause for a second. Is the suspense killing you because we're filming this live? All right, and with that note, bottoms up. Look, again, we're going to try it one more time. We did take the first couple sips, but that's fine. Let's let it sit on my tongue for a bit. So that's not maraschino cherry-esque, but it is really heavily cherry. With, again, for me, the allspice, some of the cinnamon you were mentioning before.
Do you remember Cherry 7-Up?
I do remember Cherry 7-Up. Yes. Yeah, it's like that, or maybe even a bougie Shirley Temple.
Yes, Shirley Temple, yes.
Yeah. So, which is a surprise to me. I've had fruitcake before. I think most folks have at least had it once in their life.
I make it annually en masse.
And I'm not a huge fruitcake fan.
And I am.
Yeah, and so because of that, my fruitcake expert. that's another title.
I'm a walking fruitcake.
Fruitcake. Well, what did you think? Is it kind of close to the fruitcakes that you make regularly?
I mean, it reminds me of the cherries, like the dried candied cherries, and those are basically maraschino cherries that have just been candied, and that's definitely the flavor that I'm getting. I am getting the ginger and the cinnamon on the back end, but the front is basically just like cherry syrup taste to me.
Yeah, you're right. It's very cherry forward. It kind of reminds me of, as you said, a cough syrup of some sort. But I know I'm really selling it to you. I would drink this again. I would actually mix it with maybe some seltzer, maybe, to kind of cut it, or give it something fizzy underneath it.
Yeah, it's a little syrupy for me. I'd want something just a little bit fizzier, like whether you put it with a cherry seltzer or a little bit of like maybe seltzer water, tonic water, or something.
It's grenadine. It's like grenadine.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you like grenadine, or you like cherries, this might be one for you. Again, mix it, cut it with something. Maybe even cutting it with ice probably would have made a difference.
Yeah. I mean, it was kept cold. I didn't have it in the fridge beforehand. So.
Yeah, it was cold, but yeah, thick and like a syrup sort of thing.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to continue the guest stuff, but not with Porter, for which you are lucky, because next week Lindsay Lohan has ruined Pepsi for people and is mixing it with milk again. So myself and two of my former guests, Stephanie and Amy, are going to try what Pepsi is marketing as Pilk and what sounds like gross to me. So until next time, drink weird, and maybe we shouldn't film in restaurants when we're trying to do videos. So, what a disaster. All right.